Hello, welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about 3 different tones that we can create here on our djembe drum. And when I'm talking about these tones, I'll refer to joints in our hands. If you follow me, this joint right here being our first joint, then moving down, right there being our second joint, right here being our third joint, and then the wrist, the fourth. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be talking about all of those today. Now, the first tone I want to introduce to you all is called an open tone. And we achieve that sound by placing our hands right on the edge of our drum. And this is going to be at that third joint. 1, 2, 3. Right there on the edge for both. And when we let the hand fall on the drum, we're going to bounce off just like a trampoline. So it's the natural weight of our hand falling, so we're not forcing any more pressure down the drum. It's our natural weight, and we're lifting up. Down and up. And we can alternate our hands. Now, one other thing to keep in mind, for our open tones, we also want our fingers closed, just like that. Now, they don't have to be super duper closed. They can have a little bit of space in them, but we don't want them flared open like this. We want them just nice and closed. And you're bouncing off, just like a trampoline. All right. Now, the second tone is going to be called our closed or muffled tone. It's going to work the same as our open tone, but instead of bouncing off like a trampoline, we're going to stick to the drum as if it was covered in glue. Do you hear a difference in the sound? That's why it's called the muffled or the muted. Going right down. Once again, those fingers are still closed versus open. And this is our closed toned or muffled tone. So let's do this. Let's play 4 open tones and then 4 muffled tones. All right? 1, 2, ready, again. 1, 2, 3, 4 muffled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Now let's start with 4 muffled and go to 4 open. 1, 2, ready, muffled. 1, 2, 3, 4 open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So now we have 2 tones, our open tone and our closed tone. So now that third tone is going to be our bass tone. It's going to be our nice and low tone. And we're going to achieve this tone by striking in the center of our drum. Now this time we're going to use the full palm, but on that third joint right there, I kind of like to flare it out from underneath. So if you kind of see me flexing my hand just like that, right when I hit that drum in the center, I like to flex it so this meaty part is hitting right in the middle versus the full hand striking in the center of the drum. Flex, flex, flex. Just a nice gentle flex. Doesn't have to be over exaggerated like that. Just nice and gentle. Let's switch hands. And we should get a nice low sound versus our open toned bass. And each drum is different. So if your drum doesn't sound like my bass tone, as long as it's nice and deep and deeper than your open tone, then you're doing it right. Just like that. And stop. All right? So let's try this. Let's play 4 bass tones, 4 open tones, and then 4 muted tones. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it out. bass tones, 4 of them, into 4 open tones, into 4 closed tones. And 1, 2, bass tones, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mute it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. There you go. We have our open tone, our closed tone, and our bass tone.